Welcome back to Algebra 1, Chapter 10, Section 3 in this book. We've been talking about polynomials, which to me they just sound kind of fun. Polynomials. I don't know why. I like words with lots of syllables. Francisco. That's fun to say. Okay. Now, special polynomial patterns. That you will find when you mess with polynomials that there are certain patterns. And there are certain math teachers who like to make you memorize these patterns. I'm not that teacher. I'm the opposite. What I have found is I also tutor kids for the SAT, the ACT, college entrance exams. And what I found is they get nervous. And when they get nervous, they remember the big stuff, but the little stuff they'll panic and forget and then miss stuff that because they were trying to remember some memorized pattern. So I kind of like you to not memorize the patterns and just do it, because you can always do it. And then it's the big stuff, the stuff you know, not the stuff that you're going to get nervous and forget. Like area is length times width. The area of a square is still length times width. You know, it's got a special little formula side squared, but you don't need it. You can just use the regular old length times width. Well, that's exactly like these things. You can just do it the regular old way, but you might notice that there are some special patterns. I advise you to not do the special patterns, to just do it the regular way, because the more you practice doing something the regular way, the more it's going to go into that long-term memory, and you're going to know it, even if you get nervous. Okay? There. Whew, that was my little speech about special patterns. There you go. All right, so here's the special pattern. Okay? So notice that these are the exact same thing, except this one's minus and this one's plus. Let's see what happens. What do we do first? Draw our lines. That's right. Always draw the lines. Okay, now we do the math. 5x times 5x is 25x squared. 5x times 2 is plus 10x. Negative 2 times 5x is negative 10x. And negative 2 times positive 2 is plus 4. Now we gather up our terms. But what happens if you have 10x minus 10x? They go away. They cancel out. So your final answer is 25x squared plus 4. So if you have the same exact thing, except one's plus and one's minus, the middle terms cancel out. But do you need to memorize that? No. You just do it regular and you'll see it when you get there. And you go, oh yeah, these cancel out. And then you're not having to remember another thing. I think it's best when you remember less and not more. Okay? Let's try another one. What about if it looks like that? Well, that's weird. What it means is you write this twice. Because that's what squared means. Something multiplied by itself. Now what do? We just do it regular. So 3x times 3x is 9x squared. 3x times 4 is plus 12x. 4 times 3x is plus 12x. 4 times 4 is 16. So here the middle term doubles. 9x squared plus 24x, 12x and 12x is 24, plus 16. So it sort of makes this pattern of instead of the middle terms canceling out, they're the same and you add them together. Do you need to memorize that? No, just do it. Do the problem. I promise the more times you do the problem, the better you're going to remember it when you need it. Okay, so here's another squared one. All we do is write it again. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, get rid of that. Don't want to leave that squared there. That'll confuse you. So you would like write it again probably on the second line, but I'm on a whiteboard so I get to rub it out. All right, so now 2x times 2x is 4x squared. 2x times negative 7y is negative 14xy. And so that's what you do with two variables. You just write them next to each other. Okay, now negative 7 times 2x is negative 14xy. Even though y is first and x is second, by tradition you write them in alphabetical order and x comes before y in the alphabet. And then negative 7y times negative 7y is positive 49y squared. We gather up these terms, 4x squared minus 28xy plus 49y squared. So everything else in your book in this chapter I want you to skip. They really like to emphasize mental math. I like to emphasize you not doing mental math because you get nervous and you do it wrong. And also I have so many students who try to do too much mental math that you just can't keep up with that much and they get it wrong. Your calculator is never going to get nervous. It's not going to stay up too late playing video games. You know, it's not going to have a slight fever or whatever, or have to go to the bathroom. It always can just do the math. So use your calculator, especially in those high stress situations like the SAT, the ACT, college entrance exams, if they let you use them. All right, I guess that's it for this. Come back next time and we'll talk more about polynomials. Yay!